이 세상에 휩쓸려 살며시 널 지워. So he says, today I'm swept up by the world. So just carefully, I've just erased you. So basically he's saying, I'm cheating on you. There's this other girl. So I'm putting you aside. And I really hate myself for doing this, but I'm just putting you aside. I'm erasing your memories and I'm going for that other girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Not good.
Shame on him. Right. And this is even, he goes on even further because he says, 내가 바람 펴도 너는 절대 피지 마, baby. So he's saying, I might cheat, but you can never cheat. You should never cheat. And he says, 나는 너를 잊어도 넌 나를 잊지 마, lady. So he's saying, I might forget you for a little bit, but don't forget me. You can't forget me. This is so messed up. I mean, how can you do that? Okay, so I'm going to go out and cheat. I'm going to go look at other girls. I'm going to go out and have fun, but you shouldn't think of anyone else and you shouldn't cheat on me.
Right.
It's kind of messed up.
That's kind of messed up, yeah.
Yeah, and then he says, 가끔 내가 연락이 없고 술을 마셔도. So sometimes I might not be in touch. My phone might be off and I might be out drinking. 혹시 내가 다른 여자와 잠시 눈을 맞춰도 I might be locking eyes with that other girl. 넌 나만 바라봐. You should just look at me. But, I mean, this guy does sound really brash and selfish and sort of shameless.
Right.
But if you think about it, it might be, he's just expressing his honest what's going on really in his head.
Right.
Because, a lot of people, I think when you are in the dating stage, it happens. It happens sometimes, right? When you go out and you are dating with someone and you're happy with someone, but sometimes you can meet the love of your life, just, by accident.
Right.
And you might fall for someone. So I think that, he's being very brutally honest here,
Right.
which is fine with me, but I just don't like that part. Even if I do it, you shouldn't do it.
Yeah,
I just don't like that part.
Kind of went for the overkill, like.
Right. So, I mean, if you hear this, for girls, when you hear this, it's like, what are you thinking? Right.
Right.
So he's expecting me to just be quiet and, just only look at him and just rely on him when he's going out and looking at other girls.
Right.
So, yeah, very, very selfish guy. And he admits it. He says, 내가 이기적이란 걸 너무 잘 알아. I know that I'm selfish.
Right.
But 너만은 언제나 순수하게 남길 바래. So he's saying, I just hope that you will always remain very pure and innocent. And he says, 죽어도 날 떠나지 마. So don't leave me, even if we die, don't leave me. Don't leave me until death.
Right.
So I think he's just being very honest. He's being brutally honest. And also he's admitting to his faults, but he's also saying, I still love you, and you are the love of my life.
Right.
Yeah, very complex song.
You know what? But I think the interesting about guys is kind of guys. I'm not gonna say me, but just guys in general. They don't want like just a piece of the cake. They want the whole thing. So they want this and they want that. But like you can't have both at the same time. You can't look in both directions at the same time unless you're cross-eyed. You know what I mean? So I mean.
Yeah, I think what you're saying is kind of like so here in Korea, a lot of guys they say that there's a girl that you date and there's a girl that you marry.
Right.
So, it could be maybe this girl that he really loves is the girl that he does want to stay forever.
Right.
But he's still kind of at that stage where he still wants to have fun and he wants to explore and he wants to, meet different people and go out and do that. Which is fine, but don't expect the girl to do the same. I mean, don't expect the girl to, not go out and do what he's doing.
Right. So, like for me, my personal, my personal, outlook on this kind of situation is if you want to have fun, then I don't think being in a relationship is a good idea.
Yes, that's very good. That's very good. So, it's unfair for the girl.
It's unfair for the girl, and if the girl does this to the guy, it's unfair for the guy as well.
Yeah.
So, I don't think if you want to go and play and meet other people, I don't think you should be in a relationship. When you're ready for a relationship, I think
you should come back.
Right, you should come back. I think that's when you should meet a girl, but I don't know, Taylor. I actually didn't know the song was about this, but
Right, I think a lot of people might be surprised to find out that this song is, because it sounds very sweet when you just listen to it.
Yeah.
But when you look into the lyrics, it's like, I don't know.
Might have fooled a lot of fans out there.
Right, but just like Aron said, I think that's the perfect situation. If you are, if your mind is wandering, if there is another girl that comes into your eyes, then you're not ready for that relationship, for that long-lasting relationship.
Yeah.
So it's definitely unfair for the girl. So, just let it go. Go out and have fun. We're not telling you to go out and have fun, but do that. And if you are ready for, just a lasting relationship, and if you feel like you can just look at this girl forever and just her, then you can come back to her and say, hey, I'm here and I'm ready.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But don't expect her to wait for you guys.
Yeah, don't expect her to wait. Yeah.
All right, guys. I think you guys got a really good grasp of what the song is talking about. Mm-hmm. Now let us move on to our second catch song.
Okay, so if the first song was about a very selfish sort of, he doesn't hide anything. He's very honest, shameless sort of guy. The second song is about a girl that is hiding something. She's kind of putting on this facade for the guy.
Mm-hmm. What is the song?
It's Sistar's Kashi Girl. Kashi Girl.
Kashi Girl. Oh, I know Sister, but I've never heard the song before, actually.
It's one of their earliest songs. I think this was probably in their debut album, so back in 2010. And, they're huge right now, but this was when they were just starting out.
Right.
And I do remember the song being pretty popular back then, as well as Push Push. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
Push Push, baby.
Yeah, that one. Right. So that was their debut song, actually, and this was their second song that they pushed. So yeah, I think if you look at the lyrics, you can kind of compare it with Taeyang's lyrics and see what's going on here. Because one person's just being very open, and this girl is trying to hide everything. Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, let's listen to the song first before we catch the lyrics. Here is Kashi Girl by Sistar. What up, guys? Catch the K-pop AHA on the Tuesday edition of Music Access. We just listened to Sistar's Kashi Girl. The title, Kashi Girl, what does it mean?
Well, Kashik it kind of sounds like Gossip Girl, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah,
But
kinda, yeah.
Kashik actually means this sort of when you put on a good face or when you put on a facade to hide what you're feeling inside. So it's kind of like being hypocritical.
Kind of being fake.
Like a hypocrite or being very showy or being pretense about something. Yeah, so that's what it means. And so in the lyrics, this girl, she puts up a face basically in a relationship. So she's dating this guy and she says, okay, so 영화를 볼 때면 난 깜짝 놀라야 해. So when we watch a movie together, let's say it's like a horror movie or a scary movie, I have to be surprised. I have to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. I have to act like that. And 너와 밥 먹을 때 난 항상 남겨야 해. So when we eat together, I always have to leave some food behind. I have to be that weak girl that can't finish her meal. I only eat small portions. Eat like a bird. Like a bird. So you have to, she has to put on this face, but she's not like that. So she's not scared of horror films and she eats well, like most girls do. But in front of you, I have to act this way. And she says, 물 한 잔 마시고 난 취한 척 해야 돼. So they go out drinking and she could probably hold her liquor, but she has to fake it. So she drinks a glass of water and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so drunk. I can't drink anymore. So she has to pretend that she's a very weak drunk. And 배가 나와 보일까봐 긴장해야 돼. I've experienced this before. So she has to always be very tense and hold in her stomach to make sure that her belly doesn't show. Right.
Okay.
So, of course, girls, they wear a lot of these undergarments that hold everything in. A lot of Hollywood stars wear these days. It starts with the S. So she's saying that I have to always be like the weak, innocent girl in front of you, and I always have to, be perfect. I have to put on these clothes or try to, hold my stomach in so that it doesn't show in front of you. And she says, 잘생긴 남자를 봐도 네가 최고라고 하고. So she might see this she might see Hyunbin walking by, but to her boyfriend, she'll be like, oh, you're the best. You're better looking than Hyunbin. And 혹시나 집에 올까봐 청소를 하고. So just in case he decides to come visit her, she always has to keep her room nice and clean and tidy. So she says, 이렇게 힘든 내 마음 네가 알긴 해. Do you even know how much trouble I'm going into for you? So she says, 난 너만 사랑하는 가시거리야. I'm a pretentious girl that only loves you. 난 너만 바라보는 가시거리야. I'm a pretentious girl that only looks at you. And the reason why she's doing this is because 난 조마조마해. She's saying that she's very nervous, that he might leave her. And she's always nervous that as time goes by, that your feelings towards, or his feelings towards her might change. Yeah. So it's kind of sad because she's this girl that's very much in love, but she's not being her true self because she feels like this guy won't love her because if she doesn't act like this perfect girl that she thinks that all guys like. But I don't know, for me, a lot of guys that I've known, they've liked girls that are very true to themselves and are very confident.
Yes.
A girl that can eat well instead of just picking at her food. A girl that can drink well instead of just acting like she's drunk after one drink. So I feel sorry for this girl, honestly, because I feel like even if this relationship lasts, it's going to be very difficult for them. Because she's not being herself. And the whole point of being in a relationship, I feel, is to meet someone that will love you for who you are.
Exactly. I think it's better for, especially if you're in a relationship, I think it's better to, I mean, at first, like let's say like a girl like faked it all, like she was like Kashi or whatever, she's faking it, right? And then you came into a relationship and like, if you become more comfortable with him and like you show like your real side to him and he might not like you, then I don't think it's good. So I think